We're live. We're live. I'm going to set our moderator.
You guys are on.
So, yep, that's the, so. No.
Add as moderator.
There you go. Got it? All right. But where's the chat? We can't see the chat. There it is.
Well, there we are. And Jody's on. Hi, Jody.
How come we don't see anybody else? Because I know there's others on here.
Well, it's just Jody's. She said Yahoo.
It's
that's all.
Jody and Dan and Karen.
I know. Well, they haven't typed. Dan and Karen haven't typed.
And it's technically not 7 yet. Jody says it says 2 waiting. You guys are in, right?
Yeah, everybody's on. We got 3 on board.
It'll just be a nice little family chat if nobody else joins. Well, Shannon's on too. So
Everybody put a comment on.
Yeah, put a comment.
Put a comment so we
with
know
your
you're there.
name or just a hint that we know who you are. So we can see.
This fire behind us is not.
Okay. Hi, Dan. All right. Shannon can't comment. Hi, Shannon.
Oh my gosh.
We have fire.
We have a fire and it's cooking our backs.
We're not at a campground.
It's 80 degrees outside and we have a fire going.
We're not in a rig. We're by the campfire. We're not in a rig, but we have fire. Who else joined? They're vegan. All right.
Said that they're vegan.
They are
Yes.
vegan.
They are vegan, but chocolate is vegan.
All right. Put something in chat. Now you're on my TV and my phone. All right.
Yay. Is our sound okay?
Yeah, is our
We have good
sound
sound?
okay? Coco is vegan.
They
Who's
used
that?
they used to make the filling with lard back in the old days,
They were probably better back then.
right?
Before they started using chocolate?
No, the filling, the cream filling.
Never mind. All right, it's 1 year. 1 year ago today.
Ah, what a year it's been.
We talked about doing this, students asking if Blue Compass would let us just set up chairs in the parking lot next to the rig, do our live from there. But
Right? That
I
would have
think
been
they're closed tonight.
probably. They probably wouldn't like us in their service bay. Where the Brinkley's at, still in service. Maybe we'd get it out here in couple of weeks, maybe. Better be within a couple of weeks. We're itching to get into it.
Yep. All right. Well, there's still only 4 of you in here, and I think all 4 of you are family members, but I'll bet you're curious to know what our top best and worst list is for the past year.
Right? I bet. Well, what was your first one?
Well, so we did a best and worst list. And we started with, first of all, we did the top 3 lessons that we learned this year. We didn't do worse because all the lessons were not great, but we learned. So number 3,
We don't know what each of us put on there.
No.
So it's completely a surprise to each of us, whatever they are. Some will be duplicates. We'll see, huh?
so number 3 lesson for me, check the power before unhooking.
Before unhooking or before hooking?
Before unhooking the truck.
Oh yeah. So when you pull into the campsite,
Yes.
check the power tower with your surge protector to make sure that
You have power.
it's all good.
We did that
Or if there's
a
a
couple of times.
faulty ground, we had faulty ground happen a couple of times. Mine is when you're pulling into campgrounds, it's always best to have 2 people with us, two people to do it. One person to drive and somebody back there watching me pull in. Lisa does a really good job of backing me in, making sure I don't hit anything, make sure I'm even. And
How did we learn that lesson?
that's
We never did it with just one person.
no, but that's pretty smart.
So that was your number 3?
I didn't number them.
Okay. Number 2 for me. Double check the front jacks before you pull out.
Why is that?
Because we've done that twice. Fortunately, the second time we only went a couple of inches. So
My number 2 is be an amateur meteorologist. You got to kind of know what weather you're going into, what kind of weather you're coming out of. We've had a couple of close calls, and it's nice to know what we're getting into and what's coming our way.
my number 1, lots of water in the black tank. Lots of water.
That's a good one. And my number 3 is stay on top of your weekly, daily, monthly maintenance. Make sure you I check my tires every trip. I make sure my grease bolts, my wet bolts are all checked and stable and have enough grease in them. So that's a big one for me.
Our kids are in the chat. Okay. So you didn't do actually lessons learned. You just did key things over the.
Key things.
Okay. All right. Food for me. Best food. And this was a hard one, but number 3, birria tacos at the Flying Cow in Houston.
No, I said wet bolts. Wet bolts, not nut bolts.
What?
My favorite food, I don't know. I'm kind of biased. I thought my short ribs in the Ninja Foodie that my daughter Shannon got us for Christmas one year was amazing. I love those short ribs in that.
So Scott's just going to pick his own cooking every time.
Kind of.
Okay. My number 2 was anything at the little restaurant in Shoshone.
No, that's a good one. No, that's a good one. My number 2 is we ate barbecue quite a few times in lots of different states, and they were okay, but I don't know. I'm kind of biased. Picking out Smokehouse in Lakewood, Colorado, that was pretty good. Didn't find anything better than that. It was pretty amazing.
My number 1, just about anything in New Orleans. So
yeah, mine's kind of the same way. New Orleans, the smoked oysters were pretty amazing, and then while we were there, it was crawfish season, so it was the crawfish harvest. all the crawfish was just amazing.
I didn't like crawfish until we went to New Orleans. So, and now I love it. Sorry, our kids. Okay, campgrounds. This was a rough one for me. Number 3, and this is just such a toss-up, but number 3, I chose Camp David in Columbus, Georgia. And the reason being,
It's a good one.
it was a lot of factors, but the price. We had a really good size spot, level site, fairly level site. The whole campground, it was just gorgeous. We had the little snake alligator pond down the hill from us.
Right.
And it was close to a lot of people that I work with that I know. So,
Yeah, that was nice. We had a lot of people come out to the rig that day and
Yeah,
sat around
that
the
was fun.
fire and had some cocktails and do a little open house. So that was fun. Mine is Clark County Gun Club. Loved Clark County Gun Club. Once again, the price was great. More than the price, the people there were amazing. The staff was great. They were super accommodating. We were there in Vegas for about 2.5 months. Just loved it there. And if you're worried about the gunfire and stuff, it wasn't that bad. It was, you could hear it, but it wasn't anything shocking.
That's my number 2. And Happily Ever Hanks, if you've never watched their channel, they just recently did a whole tour of Clark County Shooting Complex. They actually went with the guy that got us set up the night that we had power issues, and they have a much more thorough review than what we did. But we loved it there. We loved it a lot.
Yeah.
So, and for the interesting information, Camp David is named after David Eisenhower. Okay. So for the 5th person that joined, if you're not our family, just go with the chat, because
Put a comment in there.
everybody else in the chat's family. So what's your number 1?
No, I'm still on number 2.
Oh, sorry.
My number 2 is Frog City RV Park. I think it was just outside of Lafayette, Louisiana. Just the people there were so friendly to us. It was like going to your house, and everybody was inviting you over. They had breakfast in the morning. They had a pool. We were only there for one night.
The frog place.
We were only there for one night, but gosh, they were so friendly, and it was so homey. And
Hey, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Oh, Brian Schooley, what's happening, buddy? They were so wonderful there, and we would go back there again and spend some extra time.
I totally forgot about that place. Free breakfast on the weekends. Yeah, that was a great one. It had a huge dog park. I totally forgot, because he's talking. I'm like, what is he talking about? Where do we stay in Louisiana? It was just a one night, and we literally booked it. We were in the town, and we were just tired, and we're like, okay, just find something. Yeah, that was darn it. Forgot about that one. That was a really good one. What was the name of it?
Frog City.
Okay.
Frog City in
somewhere in
Louisiana. I think it was just outside of Lafayette.
I don't know, but yes, you're right. You can't eat frog legs. They make me jumpy. Okay. All right.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
My number 1 was the campground in Grand Prairie, Texas, just outside of Dallas.
What was the name of that one?
Oh my gosh, I cannot remember.
It happens to be the same one. It's called Lloyd Park.
Oh,
Lloyd State Park is the name of the park. We have the same one for our final.
We have a video on that, and then the name of the video is "Harassed at the Campground."
Yeah,
because we had a cardinal that hated us.
Yeah.
But that was a huge site, covered picnic table, patio, or a concrete site.
Forest. It was really lush forest around us.
It was beautiful.
Loved it there.
And the price, I think it was like $35 a night. So can't beat that.
And we both have this one, our worst one. It was absolutely our worst one. and it was the Coach Lake Motel and RV Park in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
We were just going over some of the reviews, and one of them was, "Don't stay here. Very dangerous. People get stabbed and shot nightly." We did hear gunshots, and the next morning, well, we have a video on that
about
too. As we were pulling out, the police were pulling in at a very high speed. So
coming in hot.
don't stay there. Don't stay there. I don't care about the price. Don't stay there.
Right.
Okay. Best experiences. This was really hard. Number 3 for me, and I have an honorable mention too, but number 3 for me, I think, is Valley Fire State Park outside of Vegas.
That's a good one.
Moapa. It's just north of Vegas.
Yeah, it's beautiful up there. It's a lot like Red Rocks here in Colorado. It's just beautiful mountain scenery. It's just gorgeous there.
But don't go between, I don't know, May and October 1st, probably, because we went in November and it was beautiful, 80 degrees, but it gets, some of the trails aren't even open.
Yeah, they shut the park down during the summer because it's just too hazardous. Nah, Brian, I don't do fireworks anymore. We ended up stopped doing fireworks about 4 years ago or so. It was time to move on. We did it for about 13 years, and we love doing it. And now that we're doing this kind of stuff, maybe someday in the future we'll revisit that part of our lives again. It was a fun time doing it.
So a couple comments. Anonymous aficionado, I love Frog City. Okay.
Oh.
And Shannon Delori. Fun fact, the sighting of a cardinal is often seen as a comforting sign, a visitor from heaven, or a message from a deceased loved one. So it could have been either one of your dad or my mom.
Right.
Nagging at us for something.
Right.
Because that was not a happy bird.
No, he was very mad at us.
Very angry.
He did not like our rig being there. My number one experience was Death Valley. It was an easy one for me to pick. It was, I love the desert. My mom had a house outside of Sedona in Cottonwood, Arizona, and I just fell in love with the desert back then. And taking Lisa there, she was never really never had any intention of being in the desert. She didn't think she'd enjoy it, but even I got her to be a little bit of a desert rat out there. It was just gorgeous out there. We stayed in Shoshone, California, and had a beautiful campsite.
Big Mike. Hi, Big Mike.
Hey, Mike. Had a beautiful campsite. Population of about 50 people. It was an amazing place.
Sorry, reading the chat. That would be my brother. Yeah, we love that campground. So if you're ever, again, this is one of those November to April places, right? Because we were there in last week of November, and it was gorgeous. Really nice hot springs, pool. Campground is really, really nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend going there anytime earlier than October. From October to like February is really the only time you want to be in Death Valley. It's when we were there, like she said, it's like 80 degrees. The nights were like in the 50s. It was perfect, just perfect, perfect.
That's actually my number 2. I was actually shocked by Death Valley. I did not expect to like it, and if you've never been, don't go in the summer, but it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. So
my number 2, it was a bucket list for us. It was Quartzsite. We wanted to go to Quartzsite since the beginning. Since we started doing this RV thing, we wanted to go to Quartzsite, see the big show, see all the vendors, and be in the desert. And it was amazing. We just loved going there. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet lots of other YouTube channels, and I got to meet some new friends and hang out there. There's another really good restaurant there too.
So that's my number 1 is a toss-up. It was a toss-up between New Orleans and Quartzsite. So 2 very different experiences, both bucket list items. and both exceeded our expectations. So
yeah, and needless to
I
say,
don't know if I can choose between the two.
my next one is New Orleans. That was a bucket list for us since really we've been together. We've both been to Vegas 20 times, a bunch of times. We go there for kids' birthdays, and we've had daughters
Hi, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie. We've had daughters get married there. It's a great place. We loved it years ago, but we've always wanted to go to New Orleans, and the airfare was a little bit pricier, and we just never made it around to going there. And man, we can't wait to go back. It's on the list. We'll be back there again this year.
Worse. I want to hear yours first.
My worst. Well, mine's kind of a generic, but severe weather. We had some rough weather. Ever since we left Louisiana, it seemed like it was following us everywhere we went. We were getting rained on, heavy rains, tornadoes everywhere, floodings, and that was a big sore part for us the whole time from about March, all the way until we got back home here in May. It was a fight everywhere we went.
And that ties into my worst. And I'm sorry. I don't think Nicole is on. I don't think Biggs is on. But Indiana. And I'm sure any other time we'd have loved Indiana. There's nothing against the campground. It was beautiful. We would have loved to have enjoyed it.
Can't wait to go back there.
But we were in flooding, tornado warnings. It was miserable the whole time we were
hardly
there.
left the rig.
The first 2 days was freezing, below freezing temps. And then the rest of the time it was just torrential downpours, tornado warnings. And
Right.
so someday we'll go back and it'll make up for itself.
They have beautiful hiking trails. It just looked amazing. Well,
that's our list.
Well, let's give a little update on the rig.
Okay, update on the rig. So we still don't have it back. There are 2 items that they've asked for additional information on, additional pictures. I think they were asking for measurements, things like that. So that's the axle and the frame. And I guess Lippert's involved with the axle as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're waiting to hear if they've approved those 2. Everything else got approved.
Yeah,
and I
everything
believe
else
has been fixed or is getting fixed right now.
Right.
So,
and just to clarify, the jack is just bowed out just a little tiny bit, and it's because the frame kind of bowed in. Oh, and you hear Finn out there. It's bowed in just a little bit, so it kind of
just a little concave that
took it off center just a little bit. It still works. It's still stable. We could have picked it up and taken it and still worked with it and fix it as we go. But we just decided to knock it all out at once.
And the axle, we're not sure. It sounds like it's tied to the missing spring and the brake thing somehow.
Right.
But we're not clear on the description or all of that. What didn't make a lot of sense to us. And I think that might be why Brinkley has asked for more information on it as well. So, as has Lippert. So, we have they're supposed to call us this week. So I think they're still waiting as soon as they get the approval or the denial from Brinkley, they'll let us know.
Right.
But so in the meantime, we're basement dwellers at my brother and sister-in-law's house. So I'm sure wearing out our welcome. But look, they lit the fire for us tonight. I'm gonna need to cool off after this because my back is a little toasty. But so that's an update on the rig.
Yep.
And then just to wrap up, what's our plans for next year?
This year we went west. So we made our way over to Vegas and Death Valley in California, and then circled around the southern states there. This time we're going to go clockwise and go east from here and make our way south and east.
East and then south, yes.
East and south.
Yes.
Yeah. and then make our way over to Florida and back over to Louisiana. I just loved Louisiana and Georgia, of course, be in Georgia for a little bit.
Scott's kind of looking for work camping jobs, so I would love Florida if we could do Florida, but we'll just see where we end up. So.
Right.
But and then I know we're asking for a cameo of Finn, but he is standing guard right now because there could be any number of dangers flying at us at any moment. So I don't think we're going to get him on camera. Hey, Finn.
Hey, come here. Come here. Come here.
People want to say hi. You put your face up here?
Say hi. Come here. Go over here.
Oh, we're going to get Dan and Karen too.
Can we get Finn? Hey, over
There
here.
he is.
Over
There
here.
he is.
Hey, look.
That was very quick. Okay.
All right,
That's
well,
that's your Finn cameo.
That's your Finn cameo.
All right. Well, thanks all 6 of you
Hey.
for joining.
Anybody have any questions for us? Anybody got any good questions?
Dan wants to know how the best way to cook frog legs and
Pan fry them. Butter and garlic.
I know Florida gets a bad rap, but it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and we've got family down there. So
No.
I would love to. That was one of the states that we missed, and we just barely missed it. We could have stopped, but we were on a time crunch.
What was Finn's favorite place?
Oh,
What was Finn's favorite place?
he liked
Lloyd Park.
He
liked
did.
Lloyd Park
The
a
problem
lot.
is we had to be careful because the coyotes were so bad there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he liked Lloyd Park because we had such a big site, and we were so far back in the site that we could kind of let him off leash if we were outside.
And that one park where we got lost in.
Oh, Houston? In Houston?
Was that Houston? No, that was in Dallas.
No.
Yeah, that was
Where-
by Sugarland.
No, Dallas or Sugarland's Houston. Dallas was the Lloyd
Oh
Park.
yeah.
He didn't like that campground, did he?
No, he liked that hike though.
Well, the hike.
He liked that hike.
Yeah, he loved that hike that we got lost and didn't know if we didn't get lost. We just didn't know how long it was, and it was
Right.
getting dark, and there was coyotes, and so.
And he liked the park in Wisconsin that we went to.
He did.
He liked that one.
Anonymous aficionado, did you run into any roadblocks with having a dog?
No,
No.
never.
No.
Not at all. It's he's such a good dog, and he barks, as you can tell. He barks, and never any issues. We would leave him in the rig while we'd go out and do some sightseeing, and he was fine with it. We went to Houston Space Center and left him in the rig.
Yeah, he'll stay for
And
a good 4 hours.
He was
yeah.
fine, but no, never had any issues with any campsites with him.
Yeah. No, but he's well behaved, and the barking we're working on. The barking only happens when we're inside the rig and he can see
And he feels like he has
a
to protect us.
cardinal flying into the window, deer walking by, people anywhere in the vicinity. So, who was the first person to drive your rig?
Oh, that would be Dan.
My brother.
That would be Lisa's brother that drove it. Was the first one. I had to work that day, and yeah, it's just the way it works sometimes.
We stopped.
He did a good job.
We stopped at the high school to practice backing up and stuff, and so yes, Jody, he's a good guard dog.
He's the best guard dog.
Really ignoring my question.
What did Shannon say?
What's a place you haven't been to yet that you were excited about? Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia. That
Really want to go to Savannah, Georgia.
we really wanted to hit that, and it just wasn't in the cards this time. The weather was starting to go bad, and timing, we wanted to be up in South Dakota to see the grandkids and the daughter up there, and it just didn't happen this year. And
Yeah.
we'll definitely make it there on this round.
Yep. Danny Berry, any chance you'll be at Talona Ridge this November? Would love to.
Would love
Yes.
to.
We'll see. We'll have to see.
We'll see if
but
I can get out of here. We haven't made the reservations yet, but we'll see. I'd love to go. I'd love
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Yep. Frank's back.
Yay, Frankie.
We answered Shannon's question finally. Is that it? Where do you guys live? Well, we live wherever. I was going to say we
Well-
live wherever the rig is, but that's not true right now.
Currently,
Right?
we're in Elizabeth, Colorado, staying with our brother and sister-in-law. But once we have the rig, we go wherever we want to go. During this time of year, I work for Pig and Out Smokehouse in the summer and fall and late spring
In Colorado.
here in Colorado.
Yeah.
And I work there as a catering and event chef and make decent change here and stock up the cash and money and able to save it up so we can do the fun stuff later in the year during the winter and also
Or pay for oopsies.
or pay for oopses. right.
We haven't really had to pay for any oopsies yet. There's been a couple times where we thought, but and then the rest of the time, yeah, we just travel. We travel everywhere.
Yeah, Frankie, she's still in the shop.
Yep.
Still waiting. Still waiting.
I'm hoping just soon. I'm hoping. Do you have any new announcements? Huh. So we are getting a new logo. We love our logo. We get a lot of compliments on it, but it is hard. We for ourselves want to get t-shirts, hoodies,
we want some
hats,
swag.
something.
We want some swag.
So that when we're on the bout, doing touristy things, we can wear our swag. So
Right.
ours is too complex for that. So we have a new logo coming out as soon as the CFO, I'm the CFO, you're the CEO, approves the design. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen. So, this is the picky one, remember?
Right, that's me.
We couldn't get a Christmas tree because it had to be perfect. So, all right. That's our new announcement. Uh-oh, you're getting side eye about the
yeah, I'm sure.
logos
I'm
are
sure I
hard.
am.
Yeah.
Logos are tough. I'm kind of picky. I like it a lot though. I think it's a keeper. I think it'll probably stay. I think I like it.
Yeah. And we love this one, but it's just it's too many colors, too complex for things like an embroider. I ordered Scott an embroider hat for his birthday last year, and we just kept getting a notification on Amazon that it was delayed. It was delayed. It was delayed. His birthday. So I ordered the second week of July. His birthday is July 23rd. August 1st, we still didn't have it. I finally canceled the order, but they never reached out and said, yeah, this is too much. We can't do this.
Lots of colors, multiple colors, and it was kind of detailed. We liked it a lot. I love this logo. That's why it's so hard for me to give it up.
Yep. Thanks for the hearts.
Yeah, love the hearts. Love the hearts. Any other questions out there?
Everybody was so well behaved. Nobody had to get kicked out.
Right.
Even my brother. Oh, he just picked up his phone, so he's gonna send us a zinger now.
It's okay. Our moderators got him. We'll hold him in check.
Oh, we're gonna need to turn that fireplace off.
Yeah, we just have the one.
Yeah.
The one we used to have a cat many years ago. That was his buddy, but he unfortunately he passed a while back.
He was 20, so
Yeah.
well, it's about a year and a half ago.
Is that what? Yeah.
So, and no, he's big enough that we don't have any extra space for another dog. So
yeah, he's big enough. He says he wants another one, but it's tough getting that one to pass.
Yeah. Oh, Karen turned the fireplace off. Thank you, Karen. Could you imagine a cat in the rig?
Yeah. It's tough. A lot of people do it, but
I'm torn on that.
A lot of people do it, but it's the cat box and all that kind of stuff. It's
Well, the other issue too is that we've had several. I mean, we've several trips this year. So at Thanksgiving, we were going to California to spend time with his family. His mother's health was not well, and so we wanted to go out there for Thanksgiving. Well, we couldn't find a campground on the coast in California that was affordable or took our rig size. So if it was affordable, we were too big, or
Right.
there was no availability. So we ended up just leaving the rig at the gun club
right.
in Las Vegas, and we drove out. It's a 5-hour drive. So we were able to take Finn with us. We wouldn't have been able to take a cat with us
No.
because we stayed with his family, and there's 3 other dogs
right.
between all the entire family, and that would not have gone well.
No,
So,
that wouldn't have worked.
and then we've made 2 more trips to California. We came back to Colorado at Christmas. It just would not have.
Yeah, this year we did about
Yeah.
about 12,000 miles in 18 states. So that's quite the trek.
Yeah, 20. He was his health was just really failing. He's losing his eyesight. His kidneys were
Yeah.
failing, and he was just walking into walls he couldn't see. He would just cry nonstop. And I mean, it was just sad. He would just lay on you and just cry. And of course, we take him in, making the decision, all of us and our daughter, to have him, put down. And we get there, and now he's lively and looks, like he's ready to go play.
Right.
So we looked like a bunch of liars when we took him in there. He fought them, of course.
Yeah.
But we knew that it was
It was
time.
time. It was time.
So
And Finn misses him. Finn loved that cat. He loved his buddy Schmitten.
he's on guard right now. All right. Well, 37 minutes. Thanks, everybody, that joined.
Yeah, thanks.
And especially thanks to those people that didn't feel like they have to because they're related to us. How's the weather there? Hot here. It's not too bad. It's been off and on.
Frankie, where are you at?
Out east, I think, right? Tonight it's beautiful. Perfect temps.
Yeah, it's high 70s probably here.
Oh, Vancouver.
Vancouver.
We met somebody.
It's hot in Vancouver, huh?
We met somebody. Were they from?
Oh, Vancouver, eh?
No, in New Orleans. Our neighbors. Were they from Vancouver?
Oh, yeah, I think they were from Vancouver. I think they were from British Columbia.
Yeah. So you didn't meet us in New Orleans, did you? I know. I've seen your videos.
I'm
I
pretty
wasn't
sure
here,
we would have noticed.
So
That's a bucket list. We'd love to go up there.
Yeah.
We're
not taking our rig to Alaska, though.
No. No, but I like to go up to the Pacific Northwest anyways, up to Washington and Oregon.
30 degrees. Is that Celsius? I mean, it's not like 30 degrees Fahrenheit, right? That seems kind of cold, even for
30
Canada, for British Columbia.
Right. For middle of summer.
All right. We were hoping.
Celsius,
we had an exchange student from Spain. Oh my gosh, years and years. This was in the early 90s. And he was thinking about joining, but it's 3:00 in the morning for him. So I didn't think he'd be able to join, but you never know.
Did you say Barcelona?
Well, actually, he's in. Last I heard, he was in Germany, but yeah, he was living in Germany. No, we don't want to restart right now. Sorry. Updates are available. Do you want to restart now? No, we don't. Not yet. So. All right.
All right. Well,
thank you all for joining.
Thanks for watching our first live video.
There was a lot of stress going into this, and this was actually much easier than I thought it was going to be. So
She didn't have to worry about editing a video this week.
I don't. It's gonna go up like it is. So we're thinking for the next video, Scott had wanted to kind of do like a video montage thing of highlights from the last year. So we might do that.
Yeah.
But we don't have much else going on. Scott's working on the weekends, and
Thanks,
we don't
Danny.
have the rig. So, but thank you all for joining.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We
Thanks
really
for
appreciate it.
following us, for subscribing.
Yeah, it means a lot to us. It lets
Mhm.
us know that we're doing at least something that some people like to watch. So we've got 300 subscribers. We're trying to get that number up a little bit higher. Get it up higher. We want
500.
more. Let's
Yeah,
go 5. Let's go
500.
5. More people. More people. More people.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.